who sits on top just rates themselves the best. But I see the fire spreading, it's getting hotter and hot. The haves will wanna be in the shoes of the have-nots. If the sign is on your door, then you will be safe for sure. But if you are in pretense,
yes, very good morning to you, Denise. How are you this morning? Good to hear from you. Yes, it was in the 1960s. Cities across America were burning.
StylzFM Radio, Portland's biggest, hottest radio station. Trust me.
Yes, Happy Grove High School will be having the Happy Grove High School PTA. We'll be having a barbecue and fun day on May 1st. When is May 1st? That's tomorrow? Yes, on the school grounds. And they're having a day rave with a horror house. When I'm trying to frighten people, so you go. Horror house, bounce about, trampoline. Then there is a concert with guest artists. Is that G Wong or C Wong? C Wong. Tell me those people there, Cassidy. J Jones, Catapult, and more. And listen to the lunch menu. Cassidy laughing. Chicken and more chicken. Fried, barbecued, chicken and chips, hot dogs, burgers, beverages. So the lunch tickets are $600 and proceed towards the school's sports development. For further information, you can call 509. Is that 9, Cassidy? You put it up so small. So then, 508-0822. You know, I actually have glasses that I don't use. I put on the glasses down by my nose and try to clean over the glasses. In a sense, but not in a sense. Okay, so that's Happy Grove High School PTA, their barbecue and fun day tomorrow, May 1st, 2015. You can buy your food. It's chicken, hot dogs, burgers, and beverages. Lunch tickets, $600. You may call 508-0822 and proceeds go towards school's sports development.
John, I'm hungry, no man. I want me can get some food, you know.
Then, Virgin, you know, say Harris Construction has now opened them Ocean View Restaurant and Lounge at the Errolfin Marina.
We are talking about.
And the best part about it, them serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
What you say? That's a go on?
Yes, man. And you know, say they open from Sunday to Sunday, opening hours 6:30 a.m. to 12 midnight.
So you mean so me can get food anytime then? Wonder what kind of food them have?
Them have a wide variety of food. Them serve seafood, Chinese, Italian, and local dishes.
Have to check you out now then. Builders Depot, everybody go a Builders Depot. Portland #1 hardware, that's a Builders Depot. You want to fix up your yard? Builders. You could be living abroad? Builders. Hurricane season come? Builders. So make your roof blow down? Builders. We have the best pricing? Builders. And the best parking? Builders. Harbor Dash we are waiting. And we are carrying the swing.
Builders Depot, right at Industrial Estate Longwall in Barnes Bay. I call them at 715-3128 or 284-3337. Check them out.
Remember StylzFM on social media. View us on YouTube, StylzFM Radio. Follow us on Instagram at StylzFM. Like us on Twitter at StylzFM961. Become a fan on Facebook. Styles FM 96.1.
Architects, draftsmen, and surveyors, get your drawings printed in high-quality professional standards. We can satisfy your printing needs. Whether it is for presentation to your clients or for submitting building and subdivision application, make it VJ Printing Services. Whether drawing by hand or with computer-aided softwares, we will plot your negatives and print the copies as you need. We do high-quality white paper printing that is water-resistant and never fades, unlike traditional blueprint. For more information, call VJ Printing at 893-2266.
Africa, boy, a Sister P come again, yeah. She teaches us about everything spiritual, Africa and the world work. Sister P, teach them, Sister P.
I got a text from area code 305, and it says this is for the passing of Miss Ivy Moore, their mother. That text is incomplete. I don't know exactly what it is that you're saying, so please could you just kind of do me a little better something so I know what you're talking about. I'd also like to say blessed good morning to you, Grace. How you doing? You know that I have missed the number that I have for you when I call it is no longer your number, so please bring me up to date. Give thanks. Yeah, you didn't put your name on that text, but you know something? I tried my best to bite my tongue. But this text says, how can we educate the Ministry of Education that veg and fruit are a crucial part of a healthy diet? You know, I don't even think that the Ministry of Education realizes that nutrition is part of education. They don't get it. It's all about passing some exam. So we're not really educating our people to know, because this is why we have this obesity problem. This is why we have all of this high blood pressure and the women walking around that are shaped just like the chicken, with the belly hang down. You ever see one of them? If one of them walk into my restaurant and say, what kind of chicken you have? And when you say you're not a chicken, 10 of them already look like the chicken. I want to know why you don't have chicken. But it's a serious thing. It's very, very serious. Education, nutrition is no part of education. Thank you ever so much for that, listener. At least I didn't have to bring it up.
tuned in to Spiritual Vibration with Sister P.
I'd like to say special good morning to Brother Andrew, taxi driver from Hope Bay to Port Antonio. And I tell you the truth, the first time I played this, Brother Andrew said, not somebody that texts in or calling. I said, no, you have to play it again for me. So every time I go to play it, I always remember. Once I put it there, I always remember Brother Andrew. So Brother Andrew, good morning to you, Carol, Nito, Sonny, your whole family. Pleasant good morning and have yourselves a blessed day. Yeah, give thanks, Grace.
I'll be
You're tuned in to Spiritual Vibration with Sister P.
The Morris family would like people to know that their mother, Ivy Morris, has passed on. What an appropriate song, eh? Because Mama, I won't hurt you anymore. Yeah, Mama has gone to rest. May her soul rest in peace. Yes, this is Brenda Fassie from South Africa. So if you ever think that we're not one people, the rhythm could just as well be a rhythm that we have in one of our gospel songs. Morning, Roots woman. I don't think that you need to sit at your computer anymore because you should be picking up styles on 96.5 wherever you are. Send my condolences to the people of Nepal for that terrible earthquake, 7.8 earthquake that devastated that country. Not only the earthquake, but the avalanche that came with it. So I'd just like to send condolences, not only for myself, but I would say for as many as my friends and associates. That must have been very disastrous. Anyway, we know that good will prevail and just hang in there. Sometimes these things is just a cleansing. But I know that condolences to those of you who lost your family. I understand that many of you are living without food, without water, and without shelter right now. Just living just at the mercy of the elements, and the rain is falling. So we here in Jamaica, we have so much to give thanks for because we're not experiencing anything like that at this time. Music from Tanzania. Some of you say Tanzania, but music from Eastern Africa. Well, Roots Woman is finally Roots Woman don't have to sit by her computer anymore to listen to Styles. Give thanks, and as she says, big up Styles every time, yes. Yeah, you know, big up. Oh, you know, I don't really do big ups, but I have to big up Styles.
Revivalists represented for Sister P with the spiritual vibration, feeding the nation with righteous education. Feed them, Sister P, feed them, cause them are starved.
Notice hereby given that the annual general meeting of the Portland Cooperative Credit Union will be held at the Old Marina, West Palm Avenue, Port Antonio on Thursday, May 7th, beginning at 2:30 p.m. Registration 1 p.m. Dinner will be served from 1 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Transportation will be provided to and from the Buffalo Valley. Make every effort to attend. Lots of prizes and surprises.
Mr. Brown, the work material done, you know. What me fi do?
Check Robinson's and Sons Hardware, man. Them have everything you need and more. They are at 18 West Palm Avenue, Port Antonio, Portland. Paints, nails, doors, everything to meet your hardware needs and much more. Call them at 993-9763 or 382-6209 and email them at sandarhardware@gmail.com.
Mr. Brown, me get everything we need quick and fast. Sure. Maybe we could have just stopped the chatting so we could have done the work just as fast.
What was that, Johnny?
No, man. We just say Robinson and Son are going good.
Robinson's and Sons Hardware. We are always here to serve you.
When you're busy at work trying to meet the boss's deadline, it is easy to forget it's past your lunchtime or home time. No worries, Zilla's Kitchen, located at Bridge Street, Port Antonio, will deliver your breakfast, lunch, or dinner to you. Call them at 453-6030. That's 453-6030. Zilla's Kitchen, open 24/7.
I'm here to see a Sika represent for StylzFM 96.1, 96.5, 96.7.
Check out his single, Wine Baby Wine.
And follow me on Instagram, SYKAH_Dan. Twitter, Sika13. Facebook, SYKAH. You hear that?
Presently, you are listening to the spiritual vibrations with your host, Sister P. All tune in, including he, she, and the old lady. StylzFM to the world.
Good morning, Mr. Sterling.
Good morning, Sister P, and to the staff of StylzFM, of course. And good morning to the world this morning, the listeners everywhere.
Yes.
It's a very warm morning.
Yes, I know. It's getting very warm.
Yes, it's beautiful, however, and especially in Portland, always green and pretty and really nice. It's good to be here and to know that we can greet the world from Portland, Jamaica. What do you say about that?
Isn't that something to be proud of?
Of course, of course, of course. Greetings to the listeners everywhere, all over the place, you know. Since St. Anne, those are listening from St. Anne, those are listening from St. Catherine as well.
Yes,
Some
yes,
folks are hearing us from St. Andrew.
Catherine, yes.
You know,
yes,
and
Stony Hill area.
Of course, to our listeners in St. Mary.
You know, we're on 96.5, which we have all of East Portland and St. Thomas now.
Oh, beautiful.
Because East Portland had a hard time. They had to go on the computer.
Okay.
But now they,
so now they can hear you
we have a
quite
new
easily.
antenna put up there.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Beautiful. I'd like to greet my folks at home, family back home. You know, Sister P, we're celebrating the birth of a new little one.
You showed me the picture. I didn't even know that was happening. And you told Mr. Sterling, you never gave me any notice. You didn't give me any notice.
Things really happen fast these days, you know.
I know, overnight.
By the time you know it, it's already there, you know. So I'd like to big them up back home.
Yes,
Aldidra
congratulations.
is her name,
Congratulations.
Aldidra. I think she's listening in as well this morning.
Yeah,
4 weeks old. Like to big them up at home there and to let them know that we love them. And to all our friends and listeners across the parish, we love you. And we wish for you all that's good for 2015 in terms of health and prosperity.
I'd like to say congratulations to you and Mrs. Sterling. I've never met her, but I'm sure she's a beautiful person.
Oh, yes, she is. She's a beautiful girl.
Yes.
All right, Cher. That's from Sister P, all right? Watch her. Okay.
Mr. Sterling, could we just start off by letting the listeners in America know what we have heard about Golden Crust and the recall?
Oh, the news
Yes.
is disturbing, Sister P. Disturbing. We have heard the news this morning about what's happening with the Golden Crust patties, right? It's a patty company.
Yes, it's a patty company.
Yes, and that they have Food and Drug Administration have ordered the recall of millions of pounds of meat products that goes into the making of this particular brand.
I think it's beef and chicken. Is that right?
That's right.
Yes,
That's right. And they say that there's a certain pathogen that's in the product that's not on the label, which I think that is something that if they place that on the label, it will spell danger. But of course, we know that Food and Drug Administration has always given folks the opportunity to withhold some of their ingredients that's in the thing from putting it on the label.
Yes, I guess for copyright reasons and stuff like
Right.
that. Yes.
But in this case, I figure it's such a dangerous ingredient that they have to be recalling millions of pounds of meat products. I wonder if the world is listening.
No, I think it's the actual patties, because they say that it is labeled from January 2015 to
Yes.
February 2016.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
I heard the news myself this morning, but
Right.
of course I was hurrying.
Right.
But I knew, and I said when you came in, I wanted to discuss it, and you brought it up first because
Right.
Golden Crust is one of those companies that's this wonder company that's yes, it's one of the biggest black companies in America, and it's like all kind of kudos going out. Anything
Fast
that kill off
foods and
people,
so
fast
on.
food, anything can kill off people.
Yeah,
You are the best.
I'm telling you.
Yes.
I'm telling you, it's crazy, People
Yes.
need to listen. They
So
need to listen.
yes, so in case listeners that are in that particular area, if you do not know about that problem with Golden Crust, could you make sure that you check it out, because the FDA has recalled, what is it, millions of pounds? Or
Millions of pounds of meat
yes,
products.
Yes.
But just recently, just to recall, we tend to forget easily, Sister P. Just recently in Jamaica last year sometime, there was an ingredient that was mistakenly placed in the horse feed. And this ingredient is generally used in the chicken feed. And this time it made a mistake and got into the food for the horses. And of course, we knew that they lost 12 thoroughbreds, came a spark
Mr.
as a
Stern,
result of that.
do you know that somebody wanted to argue with me one day and tell me that nothing went like that? This is what happened in Florida.
Oh, which Florida? Right,
Because
at Cayman
people don't
Spa.
really keep up. They
People
don't
don't
keep
listen.
up with what's happening
don't
here.
keep up with what's happening.
Yes. And that wasn't the chicken feed that was given to the horses.
Exactly. They're an ingredient that used to be placed that they generally use in chicken feed. It ended up in the horse's feed and caused the death of 12 thoroughbreds. I mean, that's frightening.
It is frightening. It is frightening. And I tell you, Mr. Sterling, last week I did a thing on MSG.
Yes.
And trust me.
Monosodium glutamate. That's seasoning salt, right?
Wow, it was
seasoning
like
salt is everywhere.
I'm
It's
telling you,
almost
Mr.
in
Sterling.
everything that you buy from the shop. Seasoning salt. If it's not there, it don't have any taste. Is that right?
Mr. Sterling, let me
Yeah,
tell
yeah,
you
yeah.
something. It was frightening.
Frightening.
It was scary.
Revelation, yes.
And you know what it is too that made it so scary? Because how many people started drinking these cup soups?
Cup soup,
Something that
man.
we never
Cup soup.
ever in Jamaica would ever think of doing that.
And they're slurping and drawing up some worm thing. What's that? What's that really?
I
Cup
know.
soup.
And we can't cook soup. We can't do anything without we put no in there.
Yeah.
You know, all of
Yeah,
that. It was so frightening.
It is.
And the violent nature of children that is associated with it when the
the
mothers
diet.
are pregnant. Oh, my
Violence is
goodness
closely
gracious.
associated with the diet.
It was so frightening.
And our children in school, sometimes the classroom is like, the school is like a war zone.
Yes.
Because of the violent nature of our kids. Simply because, well, one of the reasons they are accustomed to violence because of what they're exposed to in the environment. Yes, and also the environment feeds them, but also the food, the diet,
Frightening.
So it's coming from every angle.
Frightening.
They hear the violence in the street. It's on the television. It's on their phones. It's everywhere. So, I mean, wow, we are in a crazy world. Crazy. What's happening in Riverton City is also, quite revealing. because folks actually make a living from the garbage, eh? They actually make a living from the garbage dump. And sometimes what's dumped in the garbage ends up as food somewhere else. We hear of how many times people are buying meat and they are warned not to buy this meat or not to buy that meat because guess what? It's coming from Riverton City. I wonder if people really waking up to understand what is happening around them and how they need to be careful and take responsibility for their own lives, and especially as it concerns their diet and their nutrition. Very, very, very important that we take notes of these things. Just this week, a frightening revelation came, Sister B, that I didn't know that young girls, as young as age 12, could have fibroids.
Mr. Sterling.
Have you heard that?
No, but you know something?
Age 12?
With the amount of chicken that these people are eating and the hormones. In fact, yesterday I had a very interesting conversation with a young lady.
Yes.
No names. I won't call any names.
Yes.
And she said to me, she said, Sister P, you know that I used to eat chicken every day and I didn't even want fish. I didn't want anything, just chicken.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, you know that I didn't go to the toilet for like 3 weeks. And it was just normal. Normal.
Okay.
And she said she didn't know that you were supposed to go to the bathroom every day. And then she said to me, no. And then she said to me that, you know, her partner realized she had a problem and changed her diet. And she says, no, it's a whole different thing.
Of course.
So she says she only has chicken like maybe one time a month now.
Once per month?
Yeah.
I say
because she realized.
I always say to folks on this program wherever I go, you know, if you have to eat chicken, all right, whatever chicken you eat, make sure that that fowl know its mother. All right? It must be pee cluck cluck. If you're concerned about your life and about your health. In children, hormone changes. Age 12 and 13. Now it's frightening. Fibroids. Come on.
No, this is bad. That is bad.
This is
that
bad.
Is bad. That is bad, bad.
Just this morning I heard you reading something about a school program and the menu, you know, the menu. They used to have this problem in Britain. The problem exists all around the world. The menu in schools, the menu in the homes. Ministry of Education, I wouldn't even place the responsibility on them. Parents and teachers, that's where I would place the responsibility.
Yes.
They need to understand what constitutes a good meal, proper diet for their children. I mean, rubbish everywhere. Everywhere you go, the kids are just eating up all of this rubbish, and it's producing in them all kinds of crazy happenings, hormone changes, sicknesses, you know, old people's sicknesses the young people are having these days. Arthritis.
Yes.
Some people have, terrible cases of asthma that you wonder, the more they take medication. And that's the other thing again, the medication.
It's medication.
Medication.
It's medication.
Medication.
Look at
Every day you hear stories of the effects of medication on people.
But when you watch on TV and you see the side effects, there's a couple of them that says the side effects is possible thoughts of suicide. And I'm saying, why would I want to take a medication that is going to possibly make me want to kill myself?
All right.
Why would I want to do that?
But the thing is that people need to know is that there's no one medication out there that was designed to cure any sickness. It was just there to treat, you know, to treat. In fact, a lot of the times, what the medication really does is to prolong the illness.
Yes. So that you can take more medication.
You take more medication. And in the process, it results in multiplication of other sicknesses and diseases. Because they have to be giving you, after a while, they have to be giving you one more drug to counteract the effect of that drug that they gave you at first. It's just crazy what is happening in our world.
Yes,
yes.
But you know the one that gets me is the people who have the high blood pressure.
Yes.
And then they take medicine every day.
Every day.
Every day they take medication. Every day they take medication for the high blood pressure.
For high blood pressure. And it's never cured.
Yes.
High blood pressure is never cured.
It's a lifestyle change. It's a lifestyle change. Listener, that's on the international line. Cassidy is just setting up for us to take your calls, so we'll be with you in 1 second, so that you can be a part of this conversation. And
folks who would like to get in touch with me, Sister P, in the meantime, my number. Okay, you can call me at 392-9196. That's 392-9196. If you're in Port Antonio, I'm located at Health Food Store at the corner of Blake Street and Harbor Street. You'll see the sign Health Food Store. You'll see Food for Life, and that's where I'm located. All your health needs in terms of your foods and your supplements, we cater to you where that is concerned. So it's at the corner of Harbor Street and Blake Street, Port Antonio, number 392-9196. We have all the health foods that you would desire, that you would really want to make life changes and to improve your health. Okay.
We have a listener on the international line. Listener, good morning. Did we lose that listener, Cassidy?
Okay.
Listener, good morning. Well, the red light just come up now, so I don't know. You got cut off? Hello? Listener on the international line, could you call back, please? Because I'm sure that you have something that you want to ask. Yes. Yes, Mr. Sterling.
Right. Right. So we're saying that we're located at.
Here we go now. Yes, it is.
Okay.
Just press this button.
Okay.
Good morning, listener.
Yeah, you cut me off. Go ahead.
Somehow I don't know what really happened there.
Yes, I'm here.
Yes. Did you want to participate? Did you want to say something?
Yes, I did, Sister P. It's Ray.
Yes.
No, the Sterling made up, and it's the Minister of Education's responsibility. And I just point out, at the end of the day, it's everybody's responsibility. If the Minister of Education does not let presidents for the teachers communicate these to the children, they're not going to tell them to do what to do, not eat that rubbish. And we already know parents don't have any information or proper information already. So if we are paying down there to the Ministry of Education and to the general government, and they're not doing their job, they have a major responsibility as well. I don't ever exclude these guys in any way, shape. I mean, they're not doing their job and they're wasting their time.
Yes, Mr. Sterling. Yes, Mr. Sterling.
Yes, you're right, my listener. You're right. I think that everyone should be involved in it. All of us have our responsibility. But, the home is the first school, The home is the first school. And whoever taught us to be good parents anyway? We just learn as we go along. Sometimes whatever we practice from what we have learned from our ancestors, that's what we pass on to our children. But we need to change the culture. People need to be reading. People need to be listening. And people don't spend time understanding some simple basic things in life. So while I'm saying that the Ministry of Education, they have a responsibility, I'd like to place the onus of that responsibility on parents and also on the teachers, But all of us at the end of the day will have to answer to what happened in our society and to our children. I agree with you, sir.
Right. And as I've gotten, I used to grow up with my grandmother part of my life, and I didn't know the dangers of sugar until, I've become more educated.
That's right.
Yeah, a lot of these parents don't even know.
That's true. That's true.
If an institution is there,
yes,
be able to properly communicate through the school, to the parents, and so forth. So if you talk to parents who don't even know about it,
yes.
You can't expect.
We're in a very confused world, my listener. In a very confused world. And we're talking about institutions. If an institution benefits from the taxes of a certain product, that institution doesn't have the moral courage to go out there and to discourage it. You understand? I'm talking about the institution in terms of government. Because government get taxes from this, they're going to put a cess on sugar, right? On processed sugar. So are they going to put cess on processed sugar? And at the same time, they're going to tell the teachers, take the sugar out of the school, take it out of the children's diet. You know what I'm saying? So it's a confused world we are living in. Each family will have to understand their own values and know what's right by reading, by educating themselves. But sadly, it's at the point that we begin to suffer that we really understand what's causing our problems.
Right. Thank you ever so much for participating, Mr. Sterling. We have some texts here.
Yes.
You know, one of the things that when you're doing something, you see, let me tell you something. When you're doing something, you see, Mr. Sterling.
Yes, Mr. P.
Not everybody going like what you're doing, you know.
No.
Not everybody going like what you're doing. But let me tell you something. When I read a text like this,
yes,
coming from one of our listeners, and this is from Taria, and Taria says, Sister P, I swear, may I look upon every single label.
Since that time, yes, every single label, you need to read them. Take your time.
And yes.
Take your time when you go.
This is definitely coming from the program here.
Take your time when you go. Listeners out there, let me tell you something. Some people are going to huff, and some of you are going to puff, and some of you are going to blow. But hear this. At the end of the day, you are going to say, thank you, Sister P. Thank you, herbalist, for what you have been saying, because you know it's true. But listen, at that time when you're saying you know it's true, you have already suffered too long. What I see people taking out of shops and supermarkets today, it's just rubbish. It's all rubbish. One long line at the cashier this side, another long line at the cashier that side, and they are taking out their hard-earned money buying trash.
Can you
buying
believe it?
trash, paying for rubbish. And then when they go home at the country parts where the children come from, rather than cutting a hand of banana or cutting a planting and learn to do their own planting chips and their own banana chips and pack their children little lunch, no, they give them a box of this with a straw and a little pack of that or something, and they go on to school. It makes life easier for them. What a world.
Karen says clean eating is the way to go. Give thanks, Karen.
Give thanks, God. Clean eating is the way to go. Clean eating produces a clean body and a clean mind. Very, very important.
Rose Woman says raw garlic and using only coconut oil for cooking are two of the best things you can do for high blood pressure.
Thank you very much. Raw garlic and cold pressed coconut oil, not just for high blood pressure, but high cholesterol, circulation problems. People are walking around with their feet. They can hardly go, black and blue around their ankles. Circulation problems. I watch a woman as she goes year after year. One, she lost, there's swelling and blackness, and then she lost the big toe, and then she lost another toe amputated, and then all three toes, and another one is there to go, and after a while they're going to take off that whole of the foot, and then after a while they're going to cut it closer up to the knee, and you just watch people suffering and dying year after year, and when programs like these come on, they don't have time to listen.
No. Mr. Sterling, let me tell you something. Is it the people who need this information the most?
They don't listen it.
It's a mentality, you know.
Yes.
Those are not the people who listen, because those people who need it the most are the ones that find things like back it up and cock it up and under me.
Definitely.
It's a whole mentality.
I was leaving home this morning, and my little son turned on the television, and while I was coming down the step, here, whole heap of gal around me down. Yeah. So I'm saying to myself, hey, listen, you turn that thing off. Hear me tell you, I mean, these are the things that people feed themselves with day after day.
And those people don't want to listen to a program like this at all,
you tell the youth at home, turn off the television because that's foolishness. But as you come out and you take the bus, you hear worse than that.
Yeah, man, there was on a bus and I hear, take away your man, me take away your man. Yeah, girl, me take away your man. And I'm saying...
Rubbish. They eat rubbish.
And this is in a bus where children are.
They listen to rubbish. They talk rubbish, they dream rubbish, and they accomplish nothing but rubbish.
Those people don't tell them about listen to this program. No way. This is boring to them. You're not gossiping and talk about take away your man, girl. and box you in your face and cock up your foot. No, they don't want to hear
It's a
this.
sick society.
But these are also the people who feed on MSG. It's a whole mentality, you know.
Fast foods and sugars and fatty foods.
You know another frightening one, Mr. Sterling?
Yes.
You know another frightening one? Okay. This all of a sudden, no. It's the same thing. Chips.
Yeah. I eat around the
Deep
place.
fried.
I eat around the place, Sister P. Just like to shout out those folks at high school this morning, those teenagers in high school. They're always coming to get my black soap, you know, those from Titchfield and Port Antonio.
Yes.
The good old black soap there,
Yes,
Sister P.
yes.
And the ladies are using the black soap and it makes their complexion so nice. But guess what? You can't tell them, so they must stop eating some things to make their complexion better. They only want to use the black soap because the black soap, as long as they use the black soap and their skin look good, then they eat any kind of rubbish inside. But you say, look here, man, the black soap is excellent, you know, but
it alone can't help
everything.
you. It alone can't help you.
You need to.
There's some taxi man and he said to me, boy, so and so want to check you because of months and so on. So I said, I can't help him, you know. I really can't help him because I'm not going to change him diet. He'll be 400 pounds, eat everything I want. What are you telling me nothing about that for?
Come on,
so I'm not
change,
interested in
man.
people like that. I
Make
can't
a
help
change.
them. I
Make
can't
a
help
change.
them.
Make a change. So we are here to make a change, my friends.
That's
listeners.
basically
We're here
what
to
it
make
is.
a change.
And these chips, Mr. Sterling.
Yes.
Because first of all, this deep fry business with these chips.
Yes.
It's the same oil that fried the chicken. You want to tell me that these people throw away that oil at the end of the day?
No, the oil is used many, many times over. Many times. That's a toxic substance. And the oil is devastating on the system, on the cardiovascular system, on the liver, and everywhere. It just affects you in a bad way. And that's why every day we have to tell people, detox. Get onto a good detox program. Cleanse your body, you know. So when they come to me, I'll show them a couple of items to use for detoxification. Cleanse your body. Go on a diet of fruits and vegetables, raw vegetable juices. Take some herbs, you know. Detox your body. A young lady came to me yesterday. She asked me about this herb, duppy gun.
Yes.
I said, don't you know what duppy gun is? She said, no, I've never seen it before. I said, it's out there in Portland,
yes.
The duppy gun.
That's the one with the little black.
With the little black thing.
Yes, the black thing. Yes.
Right. You know, and she was asking me about what this one that the men can use it for stoppage of water. The purple water grass. Water grass.
Purple or red water grass.
Red water grass.
Red water grass.
Yes, that grows in my yard.
Yes.
Red water grass.
People use it as flowers. Yes, of course. People put it in flower pots and use it as flowers.
Yes, but it's excellent for stoppage of water. So when folks come.
And so is the corn silk, you know, Mr. Sterling.
Corn silk is powerful.
Yes.
For urinary tract infection.
Yes.
Stoppage of water.
And same Spanish needle.
Oh, Spanish needle. Ladies don't know. People don't know the goodness of that Spanish needles for hormone problems and hot flashes and fibroids. You know, man, that Spanish needle is powerful. What I do, I just go and collect the flowers and the stems, flowers it leaves up at the top, and just get a bag of that and prepare that and have it dried and keep it in your cupboard. And when you want to make your tea, you use that to make your tea. Yeah,
okay, so you actually use the flowers.
I pick the flowers off, the flowers with the little stems at the top, stems and flowers with those few leaves, and dry those. And when they are dried, you just package that nicely and keep that in your cupboard. And that's a lovely tea. It's good for migraine headaches, it's good for sinus problems, it's good for nervous conditions.
Yes.
It's what we call Jamaican chamomile.
Okay. But you know, even talking about the migraines,
yes.
One of the things is that with that MSG thing was how much it causes migraines.
Yes, it does. It does. It doesn't only trigger the migraine, but it's an underlying cause. For migraine. So I like this listener's comment. She says she reads every single label, but better than reading every single label.
You know, because Taria,
to me now, Sister P, to me, reading labels is important. But guess what? You're gonna have to make a special provision to go into that place early enough to be able to stand there and read those labels. You know what I do? I just ignore canned foods.
No,
Okay.
Mr. Sterling, you hear why I'm scared of canned foods now? I'll be truthful. Because the cans are aluminum.
Aluminum cans. And what's the quality of the food? Over-processed food, foods that have preservatives and artificial colors and artificial flavors, plus it's loaded with sugar.
But you know, I can understand, because if you're living in a fast-paced world, some people are working 2 jobs.
Yes.
You know, at least I will defend them.
Yeah.
They're working 2 jobs and they really have to try to, you know, get things as easily as possible. But even within that, to get the best of what is available even within that.
You have to try.
Yes, but for Taria, that is a big step, because, you know, Taria said to me one week, she said, Sister P, it's very important to me when you run those tapes. So whether it's a tape on food or, you know, political or history or whatever.
Yes.
And to see that she has taken the information and it's actually, you know, and
Working
Paula was
on it,
here,
yes.
and Paula wants to do a thing on reading labels.
Yes.
Yes.
Understanding the
Yes.
language.
Yes, understanding the
How
language.
to interpret
of what
those
it is.
big words and all of that.
Yes.
Yes.
And you know, back to even this thing about people, and because I notice, you know, even people who I have some people who I know or who have been around me, and they see how I eat and they enjoy the food, but the minute they get back into their space, they go right back to the same
Yes.
thing. In other words, sometimes I feel it as, you know, what's the purpose of having people like you around me if I can't learn something from me? I find it boring to have people around me who can't learn nothing from me.
Right. That's discouraging, to say the least. You know, you want to know that you have people who will adopt something.
Yes.
And will begin to make some changes
Yes.
when they leave from where you are.
Yes.
Then you'll be satisfied that, yes, at least I'm passing on some value to this individual.
Yes.
You know, but some people will just enjoy what you give to them. But once they leave, they say, you know, I have to die somehow. I have to die someday. So some things will have to take you out anyway.
Let's take a break.
You know?
That's it.
Hi, this is Leroy Gibbon passing through saying, you're listening to Sister P on the Spiritual Vibration Show. Sister P, you know what? Just love how you send it across to them culturally, you know. Send it to them same way because them need it, Sister P. Leroy Gibbon says so.
Portland is here when seeing you present a thing called Niceness Can't Done. This will be Friday, May 1st, 2015 at Cool Shades in Shoeberry. Admission $200. Lots of artists in rotation. Night Talk, Crazy, Vocal, Wiseman, special guest Natty King, also singing you and many more. Music by Love Special with Fire Black's DJ Whip and the crew. You can't miss this one. This one, Turn Up, hosted by Marley B. Food and refreshment on sale. Come on early.
You ready? D2 ready. We ready? Me ready. D2 ready. You ready? Portland ready. Zabrika represent for D2 Pana Saturday. Old school to new music. Pana Saturday. Taxi man, the boss man, the lady we own the shop say. StylzFM them a listen Pana Saturday. Crown Prince a play and the place him a shell it. Turn on the radio. Granny me a tell it. Ladies D2 hour that 11 to 12. When Crown Prince a play, girls a wind up themselves. Each and every Saturday, 8 to 12 midnight. Them for know say Crown Prince pan StylzFM shell it. Pam pam pam.
Do you have or are you seeking a place to rent, seeking employment or have a job vacancy? Are you selling a car or having a garage sale? Then come see us. Let Styles do the advertising for you and you'll be on your way in no time. Contact us at 876-286-9216 or 439-5160. Advertising Style. Advertise with Styles.
Architects, draftsmen, and surveyors, get your drawings printed in high-quality professional standards. We can satisfy your printing needs. Whether it is for presentation to your clients or for submitting building and subdivision application, make it VJ Printing Services. Whether drawing by hand or with computer-aided softwares, we will plot your negatives and print the copies as you need. We do high-quality white paper printing that is water-resistant and never fades, unlike traditional blueprint. For more information, call VJ Printing at 893-2266.
Remember StylzFM on social media. View us on YouTube, StylzFM Radio. Follow us on Instagram at StylzFM. Like us on Twitter at StylzFM961. Become a fan on Facebook. StylzFM 96.1.
You're tuned in to Spiritual Vibration with Sister P.
Okay, we're back with Mr. Sterling here on Spiritual Vibrations.
Back with you, listeners. This one, I just like to encourage the folks to read. I'm just encouraging you to read good literature, read good books. This morning, I'd like to be promoting this book, which is well known. This book is as important as your Bible. It could be your second Bible, the Back to Eden. Back to Eden book's a well-known book, but it's been scarce for a while. We have copies of the Back to Eden now, so you can call me for a copy of the Back to Eden. And if you're in Portland, I'm at 14 Blake Street, at the corner of Blake and Harbor Street upstairs. You will see the health food sign, Food for Life. The Back to Eden is available, and also there's a herbal book with all kinds of local plants in that one. The title is In My Backyard. In My Backyard. Herbs from Portland, herbs, just Jamaican herbs in that one. So you'll be able to identify the herbs that are grown in your own backyard and to show you how to use them. You don't have to be scared because it shows you how to prepare and use these plants. You don't have to overdose yourself. Portions and proportions, it's all there. So you don't have to have a problem as to how much to use or what. In My Backyard is the name of that book. And the Back to Eden. Call my number 392-9196. Get the Back to Eden. Also, I have in stock the colloidal silver water, the miracle water. Okay, it's in stock as well. Some folks have been reporting great benefits with the use of that water. I encourage you folks to try it. So yes, the Back to Eden is available, and that book In My Backyard. Call my number. You owe it to yourself. Get a copy of those books. Begin to understand how to use simple natural herbs. Take a break from the drugs. The drugging business has killed more than it has helped or cured. Stay away from the drugs as far as possible and begin to use the things that God has given you freely in nature. Herbs and seeds and fruits and vegetables, water, make use of the sunlight, exercise, and do all the good things that you can do. Get fresh air into your lungs at nights and all of that. And, of course, pray to the Most High, and He will guide and protect you.
I want to say good morning to Nomi. Nomi lives in Hope Bay, Mr. Sterling, and I know that she's one of those people that she's your customer.
Hi, Nomi.
Yes, Nomi is your customer, and
Yes.
she is always upset. Somebody told me last week that she was so upset that she missed the program.
Oh.
And I'm going to do that MSG. I'm trying to take a couple of weeks off. I don't know how it's going to go, but sometimes, man is not a machine, so you get tired, So,
Take a break,
need a break sometimes, yes. So, but I'm going to do that MSG one again because I tell you, I have to listen to it so carefully. And I know that I'm not the only one, other listeners too.
Yes.
So, Mr. Sterling, back to Eden.
Yes.
Back to Eden was the first book that I had on herbs.
Yes.
And there was another one called Survival into the 21st Century.
Okay.
That one is for people who want to go more like showing you how to do your sprouts and stuff like that.
Okay.
That's another excellent book. Maybe you could get that one of the times. But Back to Eden really is the Bible.
The herbal Bible.
Yes, it's a herbal Bible.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that many people over the years, I've had several copies of it over the years, but I always make sure to have a copy of it.
That's right.
And it at least gives us the names of some of our herbs and basically how to do certain things. That's what I like about the Back to Eden
book.
So you have that in stock now, Mr. Sterling?
Yes, we have the Back to Eden in stock.
Mm-hmm.
And a local cookbook, a local herbal book as well.
The local one, you know who wrote that one?
Yes, man. It's a friend of mine he's in Mandeville now, Riley.
Oh, okay. Okay,
A
that
couple
one.
of persons, yes.
Yes.
It's very good. It's beautifully illustrated, and it's easy to use. And the plants, the picture of the plants are just there. You don't have a problem identifying them because the pictures are there in live and living color.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yes.
That is wonderful.
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Sterling, good to see you again.
Bless you, Sister P.
Any
Good to
last
be here
words
again.
that you want to say?
Well, I would just like to again encourage our folks to listen. The Bible says wisdom is crying in the street, but who listens? Wisdom is calling from the corners of the street side, but people are too busy to listen. Be wise, folks. Get wise. Wise up. A word to the wise is sufficient. Live your life, but live it carefully and live it in a way that the Father wants you to live it, and you will live long and prosperous in the land that the Lord your God is giving you. Bless you. Have a great day.
Give thanks, Mr.
Give
Sterling.
thanks, Mr. P.
Yes.
You're tuned in to Spiritual Vibration with Sister P.
Yes, as we enter the next segment, you know that, yeah. No, I don't like to say retro music or old music. I like to say music, forgotten music. So we just take a next 20 minutes of some of those. You know, you could just as well call this program something to do with rhythms, you know, because my whole thing, that's why you have some artists and the music nice and everybody crazy about them, but me love rhythm. And I tell you, everybody like what they like. I love rhythm. Just want to read from Dragon Man says, my dub queen, I have always read the labels. However, I have tried to teach my children and my neighbors also to read the labels. And because of you, thank you. And I thank you just as much. Respect. Dragon Man. Dragon Man, bless you. Good morning. It's afternoon to you. No, I think it's still good morning where you are. And give thanks for making it the Spiritual Vibrations program. And you are far, far away from us. Give thanks.
Fashion, you know? Tell me, say one thing, Nancy can't understand.
You're tuned in to Spiritual Vibration with Sister P.
What make them a talk about me ambition? Say what make them a talk about me ambition? Come in for some of them a ask me where me get it from. Just some of them a ask me where me get it from. I told them no, it's from creation. I told them no, it's from creation. Bam.